Hi, I'm Amy. The movie I picked for this assignment is 22 Jump Street. The lead police officers are Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. The three examples that I picked were pretty easy to choose because there's a lot of violations, I guess, in this movie. So the first example that I picked was when Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill broke into one of the frat houses because they were trying to find evidence for the case. So they broke the law because they obviously didn't have a search warrant to get into the home, which could potentially be breaking and entering. And it actually violates the Fourth Amendment, which states that no law enforcement or anybody is allowed into a home without a search warrant. And I did notice that this scene didn't have any emergency searches, so it wasn't necessary for them to violate the law, and they could have easily followed the rules. I think that if this was a real scenario, then it could definitely be thrown out from the courts because they didn't follow any of the rules or any of the laws. The second example that I chose was actually around the same scene. So they broke into this house and then they started breaking some of the home items because they wanted to set up a surveillance camera. So this actually violates a couple of the laws, but the biggest one would be damage of property, which another one would be you can't set up a surveillance camera without a search warrant. The statute for trespass and malicious injuries to property, I found online, actually states that every person who maliciously injures or destroys any real or personal property not his own, or any jointly owned property without permission of the joint owner, or any property belonging to the community of the person's marriage, in cases otherwise and such as are specified in this code, is guilty of a misdemeanor or shall be punishable by imprisonment in the county jail for up to 1 year or a fine of not more than $1,000. We also looked online too and found more about the right to privacy. So the unlawful surveillance violates against your right to privacy. And the third example is when Channing Tatum actually steals a Lamborghini because he's trying to chase down the suspect. And I understand that there are times where police officers do need to do that kind of thing, but the way he broke the law was because he actually punched the car owner in the face before he stole it for no reason. So there wasn't the guy from the car, he didn't show any sign of he wasn't fighting back, or there was no reason for Channing Tatum to punch him. So this actually is an example of assault and battery, which states that an assault is an unlawful attempt coupled with apparent ability to commit a violent injury on the person of another. Therefore, Channing Tatum broke the law. And that is all I have. Thank you.